What is a mobile app? The phrase mobile app stands for mobile application. It is application software that is created to run on mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets. The first mobile applications were around as early as the end of the 20th century. Most of them consisted of arcade games, calculators, and ringtone editors. More sophisticated software began appearing on devices in 2008, although most of them were created for general convenience and included things like a calendar, weather information, or a contact list. Exponential growth over time. However, in the past 6 years, the use of apps and the function of apps has grown exponentially. In May of 2012, a report was released that indicated the use of apps by mobile users was overtaking the use of browsers, 51.1% to 49.8%. In 2013, apps generated roughly $25 billion. Now apps can be used for everything from scanning a prescription or barcode to giving driving directions to downloading the boarding pass for your next flight. And as the use of apps grows, the importance of apps for businesses, including yours, grows with them. Types of apps. There are 3 general types of apps: native, web, and hybrid. Native. Native apps are specifically created for a platform, such as iPhone or Android, and they can make use of all of the device's features, such as the camera, GPS, list of contacts, and notification system. They are called native apps because they're native to whatever device they were developed on for use. These are the apps that you generally find in places such as Google Play or Apple's App Store. These apps are generally the fastest of the 3 types of apps. Web. A web app is a website that acts like a native application, but they're not installed or implemented the same way. They use a web browser and usually use HTML5. They also rely on a common web browser in order to render the app. However, the distinction between native apps and web apps is growing smaller as more sites begin using HTML5. A web app can have some advantages over a native app because they are easier to create and develop, and they provide cross-platform compatibility. Hybrid. A hybrid app is just what its name sounds like, a combination of web app and native app. They live in an app store and can make use of a device's features in much the same way as a native app. However, they also rely on HTML5 and the browser, except that in the case of a hybrid app, the browser is embedded in the app. Hybrid apps, like web apps, are easier to build than native apps, and they have the added benefit of being a bit faster as well. They also make it possible to access features of the device that a web app cannot always access, such as the camera or accelerometer. The great thing about the variety of apps out there is that they are becoming easier to create, install, and use. Now is the greatest time to use them. Apps are great tools because they're easy to download, often free, and they can make our lives more convenient. Free apps are often free because they sell advertising space. The basic version is offered for free, or once you download the app, you have the opportunity to buy more features. Many businesses offer free apps to make it easier for their customers to purchase their products and services. This last type of app is where businesses can really benefit from using apps. If you have ever downloaded an app, you know that they often ask your permission to access certain data, from your location to your contact list, to your internet data. Apps that work with your device platform often ask if they can send you notifications. That way, you can be alerted when new opportunities or messages arrive. Having an app on your device saves you the trouble of opening your device browser and typing in an address. All you have to do is tap and go. And many apps act like super responsive websites so that all the information is at your fingertips. Just like mobile devices made the web portable, mobile apps are making many of the things we used a browser for 10 years ago accessible with a touch. And because we live in a fast-paced, convenience-oriented world, the more accessible and easy to use a product or service is, the more likely people are to use it.